How good can you get at drums in a year? Let's find out. Ever seen drummers like this and thought, how did they get so good? Or man, I suck at drums. But remember, this is their final form. What about the journey? This is me playing right now. And over the next 12 months, I'm dedicating myself to becoming the best drummer I can. And I'm documenting the whole process to find out how far focused practice really gets you. I might even play a song at the end of each episode. Royalty-free song, of course. We've all heard of the 10,000 hour rule, or stories of people practicing 8 hours a day for a year or years. But these are just kind of abstract ideas, right? It doesn't really answer the question, how long does it take to get good? So let's have a look. 8 hours a day times 5 days a week times 52 weeks times 5 years equals 10,400 hours. That's a long time. And that's a lot of hours. But here's the truth. I have never stuck to a practice plan long term. In the last year, some months I've barely practiced. Just look at this one. 11 hours in a month. What was I even doing? I recently watched a video from Nate Smith. Not that one. This one. The 80-20 drummer. In this video, he talks about the cave. The idea of putting in the hard yards. Being in the shed, putting in the hours until you come out the other side a sick drummer. So this is what I'm going to do. Now, I can't do 8 hours a day. I figured out what's sustainable for me, and it looks like about 5 to 6 hours, 5 days a week. This doesn't include gigs. I usually do 2 to 3 every week that are 4 hours long. So that's around 25 to 30 hours a week, every week for a whole year. Let's do a quick calculation. 30 times 52 equals 1,560. That's a lot of hours for 1 year. So like I said, I've never stuck to a practice plan, but that changes now. I'll be tracking everything in a spreadsheet, with every hour broken down with exercises to the minute. Let me know if you want to see more on that and have a breakdown of every exercise. But for now, this is what it looks like. But all this practice doesn't mean much if it's not done in the right way. If you practice like this, then you're not going to sound like this. At least not in a short space of time. So what I'm practicing is just important as how much, if not more so, right? I had to ask myself, what do I want to play like and what's holding me back from playing like that? I can hold down grooves and I can play live, but my coordination, especially fills and soloing, that needs work. Inspired by drummers like L. Estepario and Stan Bicknell, I'm hoping to prove that practice really does equal progress. The practice routine. I'm breaking my practice into 4 categories: coordination, fills and chops, hands, and time playing. Coordination. For coordination and groove and timing, I'm using Future Sounds by David Garibaldi. I did a poor job of this the first time that I ran through it, but this time I'm determined to get it right and put the real work in. I'm currently up to Groove 3. Chops and fills. For this, I'm going to be using JP Bouvet's courses on right-left kick in straight time, and right-left-left kick, which is a really well-known course. The reason I chose JP's courses is because they also have an element of improvisation. Every single one of his courses does, because that's kind of his speciality. And that's going to be a theme because it's one of my weaknesses, right? I've just wrapped up the main body of the RLK course, and I can kind of play it around the kit with the left foot keeping time with some level of dynamics and coordination. Next up, we'll be adding groupings of 4. You might have seen that in the spreadsheet. And eventually groups of 5, which is going to be a real challenge for me, once again, because of my coordination. In the right-left-left kick course, I'm working on moving around the kit, changing dynamics, and I've got to about the halfway point in this course, which means we're adding in extra patterns like right-left kick and right-left kick. And that's when we really start unlocking chops. For hands, Every day is going to start off with Tommy Igoe's lifetime warm-up on the pad. On the kit, I'm going to be working on 6-stroke rolls, which I've been working on for a while. And Herters, which I've only had on the pad so far. We'll find out if I can actually play a Herter next month. Time playing. For this, I'm going to be working on triplet time, focusing on half-time shuffles and also on JP Bouvet's inverted doubles as grooves courses. Again, the reason I'm doing this JP Bouvet course is because it has a level of improvisation, which is one of my main goals during this year. And then, like I said, I'll be working on half-time shuffles. Recognise that one? Drop it in the comments. So what do you think of this routine? Is it too much? Is it not enough? Am I focusing on the wrong areas? If you want to see a more detailed breakdown of any of this, like the spreadsheet or the exercises I'm doing, then let me know in the comments. Remember, this isn't about being the best in the world. It's about getting better with intention and consistency. Because I love drums and I want to be good at them. If you're into this kind of content, then hit subscribe, hit like, and follow along. I'll be posting monthly updates of my progress. Now, let's wrap this up with a quick bit of playing. See ya.